Hello everyone and welcome to the KKRLA Game 2 of Week 2, the non-beaters versus the Mau5’s, or the Mouses, whichever one you would like to say. We're going to go ahead and start. As you can see, the non-beaters have changed colors. That was because when I was looking at the original transcript for the colors, it said it was black, not blue. I did a misread, but in the thumbnail, you're going to see that it's blue, because if it was black, you wouldn't be able to see the text at all. So let's continue. Non-beaters versus the Mau5’s. And here we go, game 2. It's going to be sent on over into the non-beaters side first. Which is going to be sent back over to the Mau5’s. It's just response after response. It really depends how your team plays. He's just going to keep sitting there right in that corner. Seems like one of their players is going to try and go out and defend it. Seems like it's going to shoot over the red zone. It's going to go into the red zone. Not looking good for the non-beaters, but who knows? They're ranked number 1 right now, going against number 3. Could be a potential upset, but you never know. It's just a back and forth process, as it seems. It was in the non-beaters red zone, but it was immediately just slapped out of there, because they don't want that problem. Because they're ranked number 1, and they're trying to keep it as number 1. Going to be sent all the way. Going to be rejected from the red zone of the non-beaters. Non-beaters going to send it back over to the Mouses. They get it to go into their side. They try to send it over into the red zone. Ping's just a little bit too much, so it's going to be sent over to the non-beater side. Which everyone's trying to come in there and defend that. It is in the red zone. Ain't looking too good, and the Mouses pull a score on 1-0. Here comes the second tip after this replay. Boomer gets that assisted by Poncho. Forgot to mention. It's flying everywhere. We're going to be sent back to the non-beaters, the Mouse's side. Mouses don't seem like they want that, as they're trying to beat the number 1 ranked team, as this would push their ranking up quite a bit, as upsets do that. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong though. It's going to be sent up into the non-beaters red zone, which they're going to send it back. The non-beaters are going to try to make a response to the Mouse's goal. It's going to be in the Mouse's red zone. Sitting there. Very close, but just not close enough. They're going to send it back over to the non-beater side. About said Dads, excuse me. I mean, the non-beaters red zone. Being sent back and forth. They're going to try to send it over to the Mouse's side. Seems like it's going to be a bit hard, as this team's tried their best to get here. The non-beaters are going to actually get that send off, pull it off here, to get a 1-1 with 1 minute and 38 left on the clock. We're going to get our third tip here in after this play. Roundhouse assists Buzz for that one. Tip is off. Seems like it's going to be sent over to the non-beater side. Not truly what they're looking for, but it is what it is. They're going to try to respond back, trying to send it back over to the Mouse's side. Excuse me, everyone, I'm yawning. For FYI, or for your information. almost had a beeline straight to the non-beaters' goal, which they're just going to try to respond and try and keep it out of there. Which they do get it away from the red zone, but it's not exactly out of their side yet, and yes, it is. Never mind. Yep, now it's in the Mouse's side, up for a second goal, which has like high potential, which they do. Fury assists Buzz here, and I think he bumped it off the player. That's 2-1 for the Mau5’s. Sorry, for the non-beaters in the lead, and it's going to be in the Mouse's side. If you hear me say Mau5’s and Mau5’s, just know that I'm referring to this team. I just, can't really stick on one word, I don't think. Gonna try their best to get it to go! 2-2. This is a very tight end game as they're ranked 1-3. 1 and 3, sorry. Non-beaters ranked number 1, Mau5’s ranked number 3. So it's like a pretty close game in the ranking systems, but you just never know what could happen. And here it goes. Bouncing everywhere. Gonna just be sticking over on the non-beater side. They don't want that. It's gonna be rolling to their goal. They definitely don't want that. They'd rather have it go to overtime, or at least have a goal, which is gonna be in the red zone. They don't want that, which Sticks does push it out there. Going to be bumped over to the Mouse's side for a chance of a last-second goal. Seems like that's pretty inevitable right here, right now. It's right there, in the zone. They get it to go with the last few seconds on the clock. 1 second on the clock. I think they definitely have that in the bag now. 1 second is a pretty tough time to respond for the Mouses. And here goes. And that's the end of the game. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in Game 3 of Week 2.